So when starting out your shape project, you want to create a composition, right? The number one most important step in your shape project is starting with a very good composition. So it's really important that you do that. And from that finished composition, you're going to actually create the shape project using a tool called the polygonal lasso tool and color fills. Okay, that probably doesn't mean anything to you right now, but as we go through this demonstration, this slideshow, hopefully that'll make some sense. All right, so step one, create your composition. You're going to use images from online. Just a note, also, you may use images from your phone if you have images that you would like to use to create your composition. So this is a composition that I made, consisting of mainly sailboats and other boats, a lighthouse, mountain, water. All of those are separate images that I found online. All right, and when you have a finished composition, you're going to turn it. You're going to save it as a JPEG, so it's one layer, and you're going to put a filter on it called it's filter pixelate crystallize. It's a crystallized filter. So crystallize your composition, and again, this will make sense when we do it in class. And then this is a finished project example of that. So I went from here to this. So you complete your project, you will use the polygonal lasso tool. Again, the polygonal lasso tool to draw out your shapes and Photoshop's blending modes to create the transparency effect. And that gives the effect that you can see through shapes down into the shapes below. And the more blending modes and the more layers you have, it gives it a lot of complexity and depth. Ends up looking really cool. And then here, of course, is the polygonal lasso tool. All right, here's another example of a finished composition that I did several years back. This was a separate cutout. This area in here is a separate cutout. The balcony was created separately. And then finally the mountain, no, I wouldn't say mountain, the cliffs and the water are both separate as well. So pieced together using the rules. Overlapping, again, rules or suggestions, very strong suggestions, right? To make a nice composition, you want to have overlapping, size variety, repetition. Okay, so what's repeated here? You've got the rocky cliffs that are repeated. I guess that's about it. And items going off and coming onto the page. All right, so this curtain blowing in the wind is going off of, or you could say it's coming on to the page. Lots of things going off and coming onto the page here. And there's the crystallized layer. And boom, finished project. All of the shapes drawn with the polygonal lasso tool, filled with color, and then each shape has a blending mode on it, which gives you that transparency effect. All right, moving on. Okay, here's a project that actually haven't done anything to it other than I've made the composition. So today I found these images from online. I decided to go with a theme for snowboarding, a mountain, some trees. So I gathered my images first, and then I made a composition from those images, again, following the rules, overlapping, size variety, repetition, and items going off and coming onto the page. All right, so that is a finished composition, and then you do that to the composition, which is the crystallized filter. And then you basically do the project. And like I said, I just finished this, so I haven't started turning this into a project yet. But that is a basic, quick overview of the shape project. The rest of the videos, there will be very detailed demonstrations on how to do the project.